Welcome to Football Manager 2017, my Wigan game in 2035. There are 4 games to go to the end of the season, and if I win, I think the next one, I'm promoted. I think I'm even promoted as champions. And my next game is against Chesterfield, who I was going to say came up from League One with me last season, but pretty much I came up with them. I came up via the playoffs, they got automatically promoted. They're in 19th. And Southampton are playing Portsmouth, they're second, and Villa are playing Brentford, they're third. They're the 2 teams that technically could catch me. Highly unlikely though it would be. And Southampton have secured themselves a playoff spot. I'm very happy for them. On fitness tests. Wilson passed a fitness test. I'm happy for him too. Not that he's a starter anyway. But yes, home to Chesterfield, away to Leeds, away to Villa, then Crawley. And Southampton, having won their game, are now 8 points behind me. That is 8 points, yes. So if I win, I'll be 11 points ahead of them. So if Villa win, I'll be 11 points ahead of them with 3 games to go. Okay, so if I win, I will be 11 points ahead of second, no matter who's in second. But it looks like it's going to be Southampton with 3 games to go. So if I win, I'm promoted and I'm going to be champions. If I don't win, however, well, that's a different story, isn't it? But on that happy note, Mark Heaton is back. So he can come back into the side and drop Robbie Byrne back onto the bench. Wilson is theoretically back, so he can go on the bench. And apart from that, that's pretty much my side. It's the best side I've got. So a win and we're in the Premier League. It's all that matters. Nothing else matters. Job-wise, there isn't a lot coming up by the way of jobs. The Valencia job may come up. The AC Milan, they're both under review, as well as the Birmingham job is also under review. But yeah, they're in 13th position in this division, so why would I jump to them? And the Palace, Stoke, and I think Burnley jobs in the Premier League are coming up, or may come up. But like I say, there isn't a lot by the way of new jobs out there. So I don't know, even let's tell them to pick up where they left off. That's always a good one for motivation. So yeah, even if a job comes up, I don't imagine there's going to be anything that's going to particularly interest me. You never know. So it looks like the 2035-36 season is most likely going to be still with Wigan and hopefully in the Premier League, which really will be a struggle because this side is nowhere near good enough to take on teams like Man United. Oh, nice pullback. Pity there was nobody there that was willing to swing a foot at it. Oh, unlucky, Harwood. Yes, you're probably on your way out because you and I cannot agree a new contract, but I would like to see you go out on a high. The other reason I'd like to finish first is the prize money for doing so is probably going to be enough to clear the debts that I've racked up with this club with my wonderful transfer policy. Oh, nice try, Wedderburn. At least you made the goalkeeper dive. You can't make a goalkeeper dive and make himself at least, get covered in grass and mud in the course of a game, then you're really not doing your job up front. So a goalkeeper can stand there and just pick the ball out of the air without requiring to dive at the ground. Your shots really do need some work. Even when I put in what I consider a decent looking corner. Their goalkeepers seem equal to it. Harwood's having to sprint back, but Perez covers nicely. Obi to Chamberlain, back to Harwood, who seems to be everywhere in this match so far. Well, Chamberlain took the ball wide. And that really wasn't a worthwhile cross, Chamberlain. There we go, it's not something you get to do very often, is it? Cross the ball. You're normally working more centrally. Oh, Lajara's tackling. 20 minutes in, and I don't think my goalkeeper's touched the ball yet. Oh, great goal. I wasn't expecting that good a shot from the edge of the area. Did Turner pass that to him? Because I think that gives Turner either the record or the equal record for assists. If that gets credited as a Turner assist. Which I guess I'll find out in a second. At least that was one of the news items that came up. Was, yeah, that did get credit as an assist. That he was due for the record or close to the record. Oh, unlucky Heaton. That was well run by the Chesterfield guy who kept the ball in play. I didn't think he was going to catch it. That was a great chance for a Chesterfield breakaway there. Apparently they didn't think it was such a good chance, as they seemed to stop and turn and go backwards. It was a pretty useless pass, but there again, so was the Chesterfield pass. I don't know why, but suddenly in this game, Harwood appears to be everywhere. How did you miss that? You're not going to get an easier chance in this lifetime. Oh my God. If I don't win this game I'm going to be upset about how badly you missed that chance. Yes, you're definitely capable of even better. So go out there and prove it. It was a dominant first half performance, but I still ended up with a 1-0 lead. Although it's definitely been 2 if my stupid striker Wedderburn hadn't done such a bad job with a sitter of a chance from 2 yards out. Yes, okay, I'll get over it. It might take me a couple of minutes. Or a couple more minutes. Oh, seriously? You're going to call that a foul? I've seen 4-year-olds hurt themselves worse on a playground. And not get up and cry about it. That was one thing. When I first moved to America, I joined a local football team, or as they call it, soccer team, having a practice game with them. And I did as I normally do in defence, a sliding tackle on somebody. Took the ball, didn't touch them at all. And they stopped the game and had to explain to me, oh my God, we're drawing. They had to explain to me that sliding tackles were not allowed in football over here. I could not believe it. How can you not allow sliding tackles in a game of football? There's something wrong with the game, and that's one of the rules. I mean, if that's how the Americans all play, and I don't watch the MLS or the American national team because A, I think they're crap. But if that is one of the rules they adhere to, then what must they be like when they face teams like Mexico or a South American team to whom sliding tackles are a way of life? Yes, and I'm talking about stuff like this to distract from the fact that I'm no longer winning. I'm not happy about that fact, and I could very easily be losing. Okay, this is starting to get silly. I had the ball the whole of the first half. Now in the second half, I can't seem to get the ball, and now I'm losing. And I'm not happy. Definitely not happy. Go away with the replay. I want to make a substitution. Right, I know I said only give him 45 minutes, so I have 45 minutes. Who else is sucking? Well, apart from my defence, there's nothing I can do about that. Chamberlain, you're sucking up front. And OB, you're looking frustrated, so we'll put McGlade on. Yes, I'm going to use all 3 substitutes. Got to do something to change the momentum of this game, because we haven't had the ball, to put it politely. And apparently we're not going to get the ball. Well, it only took, 24 minutes into the second half before we actually got the ball and actually attacked. Considering I dominated the first half. It's kind of disappointing. Well, nice attempt at a dive there in the penalty area from one of my people. Really wasn't very convincing. And if he'd given a penalty for it, I would have felt aggrieved if I'd been a Chesterfield fan or player. Yes, we're doing a job of passing the ball all the way around the front of the 18-yard box, but no incision whatsoever. I guess they're planning on making me sweat to possibly the very last game of the season for the actual chance to win the title of the championship. That wouldn't surprise me with this game. Here's me trying to wrap it up with, sort of before the end of the season. So there's no last week nerves. And no, that would be too nice. Yes, Wedderburn, I'm not happy with you from your miss from 2 yards out in the first half. If it wasn't for the fact you'd scored a... Whoa! That was an amazing goal by Turner. That was like the parting of the Red Sea in front of him, which the defenders and forwards moved out of the way. Well, that will give me a 9-point lead with 3 games to go. So just requiring 1 more point. Assuming the score stays at 2-2. Just requires 1 more point to win the championship in the last 3 games. And like I mentioned earlier, if nothing else, the last game of the season is at home to Crawley, who I believe should have been technically relegated by now. So that should be a guaranteed at least a point. I just wanted to wrap it up earlier, like during this game. Especially as it's a home game. Yes, I think it's a home game. Pretty sure it's a home game. It's always nice to win. Yes, it's always nice to win a title at home. But unfortunately it doesn't appear to be the case, because the next 2 games of the season are both away games, I believe. Well, Wedderburn, because Turner could hit a 25-yard shot into the back of the net. You think you can too now? You could hit one in the back of the net from 2 yards. Yes, I'm going to hold a grudge about that missed opportunity for quite a while. Oh, pretty much that one's over. That was disappointing. So, oh, Villa must have won as well. Yes, they did. They beat Brentford 4-2. I'm just curious. So, technically, pretty much anybody down to Barnsley. Barnsley and above are going to be in the playoff hunt. Nottingham Forest are out of it. So, anybody 9th and below is out of it. And Crawley are relegated. They were relegated a while back. And just trying to remember, was it Portsmouth that came up with myself and Chesterfield? I think so. Well, it looks like they're going to be safe. Yes, Wigan missed a chance to win it. And Villa secure a playoff spot. Ugh. Okay, it's going to take me a moment or two to get over that one. The next game is away to Leeds, which some more scouting going on. Bar Hamburg, but they're looking for that one. Yes, 6 days' time away to Leeds, who are 18th, is it? Yes, who are 18th. Oops, didn't mean to leave it on that. Leave the cursor on that bit. And I've pretty much got nothing to play for, as they're safe from relegation. My job security's okay. But yes, my overall balance is still 2.5 million in debt, and that's after they injected 725,000 a couple of weeks back. And I've lost 5 million this year. Well, on that happy note, Dean Turner, 23 goals, 18 assists. It's kind of impressive, really. Not a bad season, considering I gave him so much grief for being terrible at various points. And on that happy note, I'll stop chuntering on and vaguely thinking about things. And I hope you enjoyed my failure to secure the championship title. And hopefully I'll see you down the road for the Leeds game where, with luck, the season will come to its climatic conclusion. Adios, hasta la vista, vaya con Dios.